Hello and welcome back to the last episode of this playthrough of SparkleDart. I really fudged up last time, and I apologize for fudging up last time. So if you have it in your heart to forgive me, then go ahead and send me a bouquet. You can look me up on Yellow Pages. My address is 123 Sycamore Court, Westphalia, Virginia. That's where I live. You can look it up. I promise you that's my real address, and I would never. I won't give you my postal code though, because you have to find that one out yourself. You're going to have to make sure that you aren't just being a weird creep and like looking up people who don't want to be discovered or whatever. I don't know. It's something that some people do. Maybe you don't do it, maybe you do, I don't know. I'm not going to judge you too harshly if you're that guy, but if you are that guy, to be honest, I don't want you anywhere near my family, anywhere near my friends, anywhere near my body. I got a nice body, and I don't want you to touch it, so please stop trying to touch my body. Stop sending me PMs and say, hey, SparkleDart, can I touch your body? It's really nice. I'm sick of it. I don't want any more of it. I don't want to makes me uncomfortable, makes me sad, I want to cry sometimes. I don't cry because I'm a fully grown human man. And I don't do that kind of thing. Not anymore, at least, you know. Okay, 4 times. Just 3 more times. Okay, thank you. Okay. This is the point where I have to start concentrating on what I'm doing. So pardon me if I get kind of quiet. I don't like to screw up. Failure is not an option in my opinion. It's not enough for me that I succeed, but others must fail, you know? That's a little quote. I think maybe it was Mark Twain who said that. You know, he says a lot of things. He's a very verbose man. He's got a lot to say. He's very smart. He's a very smart boy. He's got a lot of nerve, actually, for saying those things. You know, especially back in the days of slavery. You know, he was a guy who I don't know if Mark Twain was a big proponent of slavery, but he certainly liked those steam engines. So if you're interested in steam engines, or maybe you just like literature, go look up Mark Twain. He's very nice. He's cool. He's white. I don't know if that matters to you, but he's white. So if you like white authors, go look up Mark Twain. That's my recommendation. That's what you should do. Not to say, you know, not that I'm racist or nothing, but I've noticed that a lot of the authors that I've read tend to be white people, and that's mostly because I've only read like 3 books, and they were all mandatory reads in high school. To Catch a Mockingbird, and Catcher in the Rye, and The Lord of the Flies. They were all written by white people, I hope, so I don't sound that racist as I am pretending to be right now. But those are all good books. I'm sure you've read them all because we all went to high school, and if you didn't go to high school, or if you're still in high school, or if you skipped high school for some reason, then go ahead and, you know, just be aggressive. Be aggressive. Alright, so this is where shit starts to get real, I think. This actually isn't that difficult. It might look difficult because I'm in space, and space looks more difficult than terra firma. So if you think this is difficult, go ahead and try it yourself. It's really not once you get everything figured out. I don't know. I'm a pretty smart guy. I know how to figure things out. I can make things happen. I can make things work. I can go to the beach and strut around in my Speedos and have everybody checking me out, and go into the water and boogie board, even though I don't have a surfboard, and there's not enough waves to surf, even if I wanted to surf, because it's on the East Coast. And I went to Myrtle Beach, and they were having some sort of parade there to celebrate, I don't know, like the Thanksgiving or Macy's, something. I don't remember what it was. I was there though, and they were celebrating a thing, and I was like, oh, they got rid of the waves to make room for all of the surfing and whatever. So, thank you for ruining my vacation, Macy's. Thank you for doing that. You know, I really appreciate the gesture. I mean, you weren't... Obviously, I should have looked up what the game plan was before I went there. I got fed up one day and I decided that, hey, you know what, I'm going to go to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, go on one of those long-ass boardwalks that they have down there, eat a Boca Burger at a bar and grill, and then be like, well, this is... burps every episode. Not that this Boca Burger's not that bad, you know. Honestly, it was okay when I ate it because it was slathered on so much ketchup and onion and cheese and garnishes that I just, you know, I couldn't really taste the difference between that and like a hamburger. The only difference, I guess, would be that it had a little bit more of a southwestern twang to it because it had like black beans and like red peppers and shit on there. But honestly, I like those things by themselves. So here's the thing, you know, there's a lot of vegetarian options to standard meats and stuff. Like you can go to the store and there's a brand called Morning Star that makes vegetarian options to like hamburgers and chicken patties and chicken nuggets and hot dogs and tortillas and stuff like that. And everything that they put on there is something that I like anyway. So it's like, what's the big deal about eating this over eating all of those things in separate meals, you know? I guess the main difference, the main thing to take away would be the fact that it's more expensive and for less actual substance. Now I bought 4 turkey patties that I need to cook because they've been sitting in my freezer for like 2 months now for like maybe $3.50, and you got these 4 Boca Burgers that are smaller than the turkey patties that cost almost $5, and that's, you know, it doesn't sound like a big difference, but when you're trying to pinch a penny, it really does make a big difference. You know, a little goes a long way is what I'm trying to say. You can save money by making your own lunch at home and bringing it to work, or you can, if you really wanted to, you could just not buy stuff like from the vending machine, or like pre-packaged food like Hot Pockets or Doritos, or, you know, like those gas station burritos that cost $1 but are huge and they're spicy for some reason. You ever go to a gas station and everything that they serve, like all the products that they serve there are spicy? Like they got spicy Cheetos and they got Doritos made with Tapatio, hot sauce, and shit like that. Like, what's up with that? Like, those are things that Mexicans like to eat, right? So, like, is this like a Mexican gas station? I went there and it was in a college town at the time. I was in the college town at the time. The gas station has always been in a college town, if that was not clear to what I just said. And so I went there and I got like the spicy burrito and the spicy Cheetos. I'm like, well, this is way too spicy. I've also got to get milk, and I've got to get bread or something so I can like munch on that neutral, non so spicy, but not like enriched white bread, because enriched white bread isn't that good for you, you know. So you shouldn't be eating that much of it. To be honest, you can eat, there's so many substitutes that you can get for white bread. And I honestly think that you should consider getting some of those substitutes instead of making that your daily intake with that bread. You know, bread is cheap. Like, white bread is cheap. It's like 98 cents at Wally Worlds for the bread that you like to eat. So if you're really trying to save money, that's the way you got to do it, right? So you got to understand that. You gotta understand that saving money and having things that don't taste good pretty much go hand in hand. Unless you really can afford it, like you're drinking your San Pellegrinos or your Perrier, drinking a glass sparkling beverage, and that's what you're gonna do, and that's fine with me. I got no problems with that, but you have to understand, of course, that that things like that do take a toll on your body. They make you feel logy, for lack of a better term. Is logy a word that people use nowadays? I don't really know. Anyways, that was just me trying to fill up time. You know, I beat the game earlier than I was expecting to, and now I have to kill time. So thank you for watching. I'm going to end it now. And it's been a real pleasure. This actually being one of my favorite video games. And yeah, thank you for watching. I've been SparkleDart, and I will always be SparkleDart. Okay, bye, mwah!